Hi, I'm Tony and Lottie is around, and this is Casa Esmeralda. I decided to do a video today. I wanted to show you my property. I'm roughly almost 1.5 hectares here in Pisticci, Italy. So let's go. Let's do the property walk. In the back here are all my olive trees. Most of my oranges are actually gone. So kind of like here, and then over there is my neighbor's. So he's got some rapa growing still. My garden needs to be rotor-tillered or plowed. So let's get going here. And here's Lottie. The tractor came yesterday, so that's a real blessing. Been working here 7 months, and the Jeep came from Canada. And all these ones, these are all in the summertime. These are prickly pears here. This is all full of prickly pears. Like, it's awesome prickly pears and awesome fruit. You can just sit there like in an afternoon and just, but they get in your hands, so they're not really that great. So this part here is a neighbor here in a garage. So most of the houses around here are classified as garages. So you don't have to. So when I first got the property, you couldn't even walk down here. So there's some nice flowers blooming already. Signs of early spring. So starting about here, you couldn't even walk down here. There was like little trees growing in the road. So as you see, I basically cleared this area here. This whole entire area, this road is being cleared now, so I can start working on my back property. So here's this tree that was across the road. Basically, there's a huge 25 meter long oak limb, and after it was cut, it rolled down the hill. Lucky I wasn't here when it rolled, but that was a good piece of firewood there. I still have some of the oak firewood left, so that's pretty good. But this, for the last 7 months, this has been without the tractor, I've been basically carrying stuff up to my house, firewood, food, everything else. So, right now I probably only need a tractor twice a day to do 2 rounds, one for wood and one for food. All the food that is growing on the back property. So, and I got all this firewood here, all this stick firewood and everything. So when I get a wagon, I can just get the chainsaw in here. And still, you make the best equipment in the world. I love you still. Most reliable, dependable equipment. If you ever want to do any cutting or any clearing, get yourself a still. Whatever it is. If it says still, go use it. You don't have to worry about it. It starts every day. And down here, maybe we can take a walk in my forest. I have about 5 acres of forest down here. So this trail, I kind of been working on this trail because I've been pulling wood out of here too. When the snow came, this was probably my emergency reserve supply. I don't like cutting down trees and stuff, but if you need wood and it's cold, get yourself a tree, because that will heat up your house. So, and this goes all the way down to basically there, like down to way in the back there, you can probably see there's a highway. And yeah, so that's like all of my property. So I have like all these trees. This is, now we're behind my house here, and I have the largest amount of wood supply than all my neighbors, so which is nice. I have an endless amount of wood supply. Some of the neighbors don't have any wood at all, so I've been clearing all of this here. I gotta transplant this tree because I want to widen this road. But again, when I first got the property down to here, you couldn't even walk through here at all. It was pretty bad. So, you know, it was like people just left everything. But now I got all this wood and everything. I've been working the last couple weeks on this, getting this cleared. I've cleared already one. I've already trimmed one olive tree, so it's in the sunshine. Olives grow the best when they are in the sun. If you have sun 100% of the time, you're gonna have really nice olives, really nice olive oil. Up there, those trees, they still have to be topped, so I get some sunshine on them. I didn't have very much good olives or oil from them this year. I mean last year, so. So going down into my fruit grove here, where I did that video, there's still some late blood oranges. They're hanging on the tree. They're kind of drying out actually now, but they're still edible. They're not as good as they were like last month, but I've been eating oranges and lemons and limes from this grove here since I guess the first week of end of November. Yeah, about end of November I've been eating, so that's almost 4.5 months of food supply of fresh fruit every day, which is really nice. On the other side there is my neighbor. He has a well, but the well is not very good because he doesn't have the creek that I have. So his property ends just behind the grove here, and then all of this, like the grove, everything is mine. And then in the back here we have some teak trees, which is really expensive wood to burn, but it is very strong. You can work with teak to do all sorts of stuff. So just clearing this, right, because this is the original road here. Actually, it goes kind of straight. So then there's some fig trees. That's a huge fig tree there. So I've been clearing all of this in here. And sorry about the shake and everything. But like all of this fig tree was totally engulfed in brush and prickles, and it wasn't really giving me that many figs, but I mean, now look at it, like it's 100% in the sun, so I'm gonna get a lot of figs off this tree. I have one fig tree on top. It gave me over 200 figs. I was just eating figs like quick energy food to eat figs. So I got all this wood cut and cleared. So let's go check out my well, like, cause I got water here. I have a small creek actually running. So here's my creek. When it rains, this creek actually here, it does flow, right? So it's like all wet in there. Underneath the brush here, there's a trickle flow, and there's just mud in there because the rocks and everything. So once when I get it dug out and all cleared up and everything, get a big couple 1,000 liter plastic bin down in there, then I'm going to have water and I can gravity feed to a plot where I'm going to show you. So in the back here is all the forest and everything. It's absolutely beautiful to sit in here. I mean, to go up there in the woods and you sit in the woods and you hear the birds and everything. You really have your tranquility, your quiet, your peace. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just out in nature. So there is a creek here. It's underground. So kind of did a resupply the last 2 days. Went to Bari and with the Jeep. So, because the grocery stores here, they don't have a lot of good food, some of the seeds and some of the beans and everything. They have like one type of bean, but the grocery stores in Bari, they have like all sorts of beans and lentils and everything. So looking at these tall teak trees. So I got another the winter storm in December. There was a large storm before the snow started to fall here. It was so windy, this old tree, it just rotted. It was rotted and it fell down. So this is like 3 weeks ago. Now I bucked all this and it's all ready to go. I was carrying it up to my house, which is quite a distance to take a wheelbarrow a day or two up to the house. So I just put a plastic on it, and if I run out of wood, ready wood up at my house, I can push it up the hill. But now I got the tractor. So these are all carob, like carob bean, vanilla bean, the vanilla chocolate substitute. There's still carobs on them, like they're hanging there, which is actually a good emergency food over winter. I was kind of eating a few of these a week, you know, just chewing, and Lottie likes to eat them. So these are back there, this is carobs, or the Italians call it carob. So, and then these are all clover. If I ever do get animals and sheep and goats in here, then that would be great. I still got to clear a lot of this land, clean up everything. There's more olives here. These olive trees, they got to be cleaned, but they were still giving me olives. I was still able to harvest olive oil off of them. But when I get the chainsaw in here after the well is done, then yeah, I can clean this up and everything, and I'm gonna have really nice olives then next year. So it's just me. Anybody who wants to come here and do some work, bed is free, food is free. You know, you can basically just live off of everything here that's growing. So I ordered the honey hive. I don't know when it's gonna come, but I'm hoping the honey hive does come soon. And then I just ordered one, and I want to see exactly what it is like, and maybe if I can make it myself or that sort of thing. So I ordered the whole kit. This is another fig tree. And I do have wild animals on my property here. I've had wild boar, foxes. I've seen rabbits. I've seen wild chickens. Seen all sorts of little stuff. I've seen deer tracks, like little small Italian deer, but I have not seen a deer myself. So This is just me and Lottie right now. This is actually our regular walk. Just checking out the property. So this looks like before, because it's all trampled. It looks like they had animals in here, or like a corral or something. This is a really nice meadow. So, I mean, you could put animals, or what I was thinking with the tractor, actually, I could gravity feed get a hose in here, the 300 meters, and then get a hose in here and have a huge garden and start growing vegetables and stuff like that, and then sell it. So a lot of work. It's just me, so I don't know how long of a time this is going to take me to do, but as long as I don't kill myself. So what I'm gonna do is I'll make a part 2 video, because then it's easier to upload, download. Okay, so part 2 is coming up. But thanks for watching. Tony and Lottie Pisticci Bernalda. Bye.